what do you get when you get a medieval island city? A lot of bridges, museums, good hotels and restaurants. Mix them all together, you get Wroclaw. Siemanko everyone, Andor here. Today we are in Wrocław to do later tonight some speedway for the main channel where we travel around Poland for sporting events, but mostly football. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take you around Wrocław and explore the city a bit. So get your walking shoes ready and bring some water because it's very hot today. And let's explore the city. Jedziemy. So Wrocław is the capital city of the Lower Silesian region, which is in the southeast of Poland. It is a very well connected city. It has its own airport just to the west from here, connections to everywhere in Europe. And it's also a major rail hub, so you can get from any Polish city here by train. I myself came from Katowice and took like 2 hours by train. And we started a tour here on the Rynek, one of Europe's biggest. And it is also home of one of the oldest restaurants in Europe that's still operating since 1273. And you have to look close and you'll find the most famous residents here in Wrocław. There are over 600 of them. I don't think I even have found 100 yet, so but they look like little tourist ornaments. But actually there's a big story behind them. It started in the 80s as an anti-communist protest, and the people of Wrocław decided to keep them after the regime was toppled. So now they're everywhere around the city. And on the corner of the Rynek you will find these two houses, Hansel and Gretel. And these are the remaining Altruist houses. Back in the old times there was a massive graveyard in front of the church. And in these houses the people that were occupying this graveyard were living. So it's an interesting but dark trivia. Also on this corner there's a lot of tourist stops. You get bothered for every kind of tour. Don't do it, you can just walk. A bit further down the road is Jatki Alley. This is where the butchers used to be. But now, as you can see, there's mostly galleries. And more tourist crap. And behind me you can see the statues of the animals. This is in memory of them. They're saving. For giving their life to the customers. It's like low beans here. So now we are just scraping the top layer of Wrocław here. We'll be here many more times during the football season. So if you want to see more, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. And also if you have suggestions of what you want to see me do here in Wrocław, also let me know in the comments. I will make it happen in the next video. Okay, I wasn't planning on eating yet, but I'm starting to get hungry. And I don't really have a sweet tooth, but there is something I want to try after I've seen it online. I'm probably going to regret it, but I cannot say no to tiramisu. Okay, I had to move locations because some homeless guy was looking at my food to rob me. Okay. Traditional one. Pretty good. A bit creamy. Alright, now let's try the other one, the pistachio one. Okay, that was brunch handful. The place I went to was Tiramisu Break. The traditional one was 19 zlotys and the pistachio one 24. So a total of 43, which is around 9 euros, I think. They were good, but not the best tiramisu I ever had. I was missing the espresso taste. But at least we can now continue our journey. We have the energy again. And now we have come to the most photographed part of Wrocław, here on the Oder River, the Oder Islands. Over here is Jatki Island, and behind there is Tumski, which are all connected by bridges. That's why the city is called the city of 100 bridges. A lot of wedding photography also happening today. It's beautiful weather, beautiful scenery. Quick little detour through Halle Tokova. It kind of reminds me of these halls in Budapest also. It's nice and cool in here because the ceilings is very high. So fun fact, the entire neighborhood is lit by gas light lamps. So every day at dawn, a guy with a top hat comes to light them all. He's one of the last ones in Europe that still does it. Okay, it is lunchtime. I came all the way here to Bistro na Drodze to try the #1 street food here in Wrocław. It's the king of Polish street food from the 90s. It is a Knysza. I mean, look at the size of it. It's like almost half my face. It's basically a yeast bread triangle filled to the brim with veggies, garlic sauce. I have also the cutlet in there somewhere. But yeah, this was the main thing in the 90s as a street food, mostly at the train stations. You can still get them here, Wrocław at the train station. But yeah, I'm very excited to finally try it out, so let's get into it. As you can see, here's the cutlet. I had to dig for it. But the original is actually vegetarian, because meat was expensive in the 90s. So it was mostly filled with the veggies, that's why you get so much of it now. But yeah, you need some protein. So yeah, if you're in your 90s nostalgia, this is it, because even I think this patty is made from the 90s. It's one of those, those kind of patties. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the Knysza is not really for me. I don't think I'm the right target group for that. I think it's more for people that were born 20 or 30 years earlier than me. I could have gotten one with the gyros, but at that point you can just get a kebab then. Alright, it's time to check into the hotel. Well yeah, now I'm gonna recharge the batteries, take a cold shower, relax a bit. And then we're going for the speedway. As mentioned, that will be on the main channel. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested to watch it. Otherwise, we'll see each other tomorrow when we'll continue our tour of Wrocław. Again, I'm just scraping the top, there's so much more. So if you have suggestions, let me know in the comments. And next time we're here, we'll do those. Good morning everyone, day 2 here in Wrocław. Had an amazing experience last night at the Speedway. If you want to know how it is, check out the main channel, link is in the description. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, the train back is at 3, so we still have some time to kill. And since we're in the neighborhood, let's go explore a bit. So it's safe to say that we definitely hit the most greenest part of Wrocław. We're in Siemanko Park, but it definitely feels more like a forest than a park. Now if you're wondering why I'm spending the day walking through a park, because of the shade, it's the coldest place in the city. It's going to be 37 degrees today. And over here you have the Japanese gardens. But we won't be visiting it today, because I heard the botanical garden in the city center is much nicer than this park. Although don't get me wrong, from the outside it also looks very nice, this park. And behind me is the real reason why we're here in the park. It's the Centennial Hall, built in 1913. A UNESCO World Heritage Site because it's the first example of concrete being used for a public building. It's back in the times, concrete was used only for bridges and factories, and 100 years later it's still in use for basketball, sporting events. right next to the Centennial Hall. The Wrocław Zoo, the oldest zoo in Poland. And what can I say? I love myself a good zoo. So let's get exploring. So not only is this zoo the oldest in Poland, established in 1865, it also is one with the most animals in it. Actually, there's so much animals, it's like the third largest animal collection in the world. Okay, there's no end to this zoo. I've been here for 2 hours now. I haven't seen half of the animals. So let's go to the main highland of the zoo. It's the Africarium. It's an enclosed environment designed for African environment. It's like me in a pool. We are back where it all started. Wrocław train station. 24 hours in Wrocław has been done. Again, we only scratched the surface of it. There's so much more to do in this city. So if you want to see more of Wrocław or other cities, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe. We'll see each other in the next city. Bye-bye. Why is he looking so sad? I don't want to pet him now. I feel like I'm bothering him. I like his cross.